Shalom, shalom. I'm about to check the volume real quick, see if the video good. I did. I had turned it up on this. It did. Hey, see if the sound good, out. Cause my laptop not playing no sound. I don't know why. It's good. I don't know what's wrong with my shit. All right. All right. All right, shalom, shalom. This is Jim, Miss Lake Charles Camp. Come back at you another video. But before anything, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and Thamashanaka, Balaz, Shasharala. That's given up honor to the elders of Israel, which are the elders of Jim, who will teach well. And why shalom, walk about Yahshua, peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. All right, so, as you can see, the title is Spirit Like the Wind. We don't really have no topic that we're going to go into, but something that I was thinking about prior to starting the camera was, you look at society and the way that things are ran and working right now. You see that one thing, like I was reading an article about Trey Songz a couple of days ago, how he got arrested for basically denying to, his arrest started because he denied to wear a COVID mask. All right. And the ways of the society right now is wearing a COVID mask. All right. So it's like, if you're not with the system, you're against it. And you look at how they're passing all of these different laws, new laws that they're coming out with, and if you're not rocking with the way that society pushes, or you're not following these laws, then you're a threat. You see, so and there's going to be a lot of people that bangs would eat them, and chooses to eat them. You can give me Jeremiah 8, and I believe chapter 2 or 3. All right, everyone is going to choose their sides. So it's going to be in the form of an ultimatum. They're going to make it. I want to say this. They're going to make it damn near impossible to basically live. It's going to be impossible to live without the RFID chip. It's going to be impossible to live without getting a vaccine and coming with a new currency. Because if everything changes to a new currency, all right, and you can't work, and that's the thing, they're going to starve Jake out. You can't work. You can't go to the stores. You can't leave your houses. You can't do nothing unless you have, all right, that chip or that certification saying that you got your vaccine. They came out with the vaccine cards and stuff like that. But a lot of people is basically going to choose Esau Edom, man, having none faith. You see, but what the men of Yahbashim Yahushua and those who would serve Yahbashim Yahushua in true sincerity are going to hold fast into that faith, all right, and trust in the Lord in those times.
They actually gonna start like baiting motherfuckers in.
Yeah.
Do that because look, I took a picture of this. It came in the mail. It's a COVID-19 vaccine studies are now enrolling in Lake Charles area.
Yeah.
If you're 18 years or older and have not tested positive for COVID, you may be eligible to participate. Those who qualify. So if you take the vaccine and if you qualify, it says you'll get a payment up to $740, no cost, study-related care, and basically the potential vaccine at no cost. So that's them beating Jake in, man.
Yep.
Because Jake gonna see that $740 and they're gonna be ready to take it, man.
Yeah, Jake ready to go get that money. Jake gonna be letting them pop him with them needles for bread, man.
Not having no morals or any integrity.
Yeah, no integrity or nothing, man. And that's the thing with the chip also, man. You can get that 2 Revelations out of it. All right.
I got that.
You got the Jeremiah 8 and 2. They gonna make it varying. How the brother going into it, that they're gonna make it enticing. And I got a couple family members that work at the hospital, and they actually took the vaccine.
It's required for them,
in that field, it's required for them to take it. And they're going to come down on the so-called, I think it tell you that in the Apocrypha, all right, that they're going to, matter of fact, it tell you in Revelations also that they're going to be on every side is going to come against you, man. You see, but first, when you read articles and shit, it tell you that they're going to come down on the politicians and the hospital people, people that's in these higher up, positions, man. You see, that's who they're going to basically target first and use that as an example, like Lil Uzi Vert. You see, they got him, and in a mind state of basically saying that he gonna get a brain chip, man. You see, into his brain, man. And you have, they're gonna use these rappers. They're gonna use these guys that are on the high pedestal, these so-say stars in America, man. All right, that has a great influence on you, because when you read Willie Lynch letter, you know, he actually said for Jake to keep rapping, keep singing, keep wanting to be on our television, making us money, man. You see, nothing. They understood that what if you break the minds of these people, we will no longer have to fight for ourselves, man. They're going to fight each other for us, man. You see, and that's what Jake doing. You know, like Trey Songz, going back to Trey Songz, he got arrested because he wasn't wearing a mask. You see, and that's what it's going to be. If you are against this place, everyone is against it. Shalom, Mark. Y'all watch some shop rocket thought.
Shalom, shalom.
Baby, yeah, precept, you got it out.
It's gonna go right into how you know, basically they try to use the celebrities to push off. You feel me?
Their
They
agenda.
knew, their agenda. You know, they knew what order. This is basically the account by Eliezer. This is second Maccabees 6, and I'm gonna skip around a little bit. We'll start at 7. It says, and in the day of the king's birth, every month they were bought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying Avi. All right. So every year around, you know, the king basically upon his philosophies and different things upon the people. Verse 8, it says, moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy. We know who Ptolemy was. Mm-hmm. You know, he was ruling over Egypt, king of the south, I believe, and also one of the 4 generals. It says against the Jews that they should observe the same fashions, and they should they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. So basically, we want to obey and do those things, you know.
Matter of fact, after you read that, you can get that Deuteronomy 12 and 30.
Okay. All right. Verse 9, it says, and whoso will not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. So if you didn't obey these things, you know, you're going to be put to death.
And that's going to be the order, man.
God, you know,
if you're not following the ways of the society, like we said, if you're not doing what Edom wants you to do and what Edom is prescribing and pushing off, because who sets the standard? Matter of fact, you could jump to chapter, what you in?
I'm in 6.
You could jump to real quick, Sirach 10, what says such as the judge.
10 and 1?
Yeah. Okay. All right. If you're not following through with what, you know, your society leader, you know, or the people is going in, you know, everyone is going to be against you. You should be killed. And when you watch the movies, it's movies like, you know, when things get shut down, or things get, you know, orders get put out, you know, they tell you don't leave your house or you'll be gunned down. Or if you're not coming through,
it's a whole lot of restraints.
It's a whole lot of restraints, and you know, people be getting interrogated and beaten. That's why the scriptures tell you that some of the men shall be cast in prison and tried for 10 days. You see, we're going to see these things. These things is what's coming, man. All right, these scriptures are life, man. All right. Oh shit! Hold on, I got the PMC.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about turning earlier.
Oh, Shalaki.
This is Sirach 10. Mm-hmm. And when it says a wise judge will instruct his people, it says in the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
You see, a wise judge, man. Who will be the wise judges, man? The men of Yahbashim Yahushua, man. And what are we doing? We instructing the people through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushua.
Showing them my transgressions, you know, letting them know what is going on.
Yeah, because the judge, he basically lets you know the consequences that you are going to receive for your actions. You see? Go ahead.
It said, verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself.
Who's the judge? And also another thing, a judge is someone that holds a power. A judge has a high stature, a high power, man. All right. He has your life and death is placed before you when you go before that judge. Same thing with the men of Yahbashim Yahushua, man. All right, because when you read in Chronicles, the scriptures tell you that the Lord set up judges in the gates, man, throughout the lands, man, which will be his men in these different camps, these different brothers out on these highways and hedges, man. All right, feeding you with wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahbashim Yahushua.
Continuing on, it says, verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
You see, so are his officers, his whole system. You see, when whatever he is riding with and whatever order he puts off, that's his workers. They're going to They're going to walk in that same vibration. So the officers, and when the scriptures say, suddenly when he shall bring a troop upon you, these troops are coming to do what that judge and that higher up basically sent forth out to do, man.
What without a question.
Without a question about it, man.
Because Ecclesiastes 8:4, you know, you can put that in there. What a word of a king is, there's power. Who may says, what doest thou?
Yep.
You know, they gonna basically obey whatever Esau Edom, you know, pushes and not question it at all.
Yeah, they're not gonna question it, man. All they know is this was the order that was given,
and we just falling in suit.
And we falling in suit. And you gonna have even Jake that's in the military. You gonna have Jake that's in the police force that's gonna drop out because they're not willing to do the things that what Edom is trying to get them to do, man. All right, so there's gonna be a lot of people losing jobs. I was watching a video, and really, to be honest, I clicked on a video, and the ad popped up, and the dude was going into buku evictions and all this shit that we finna see. Like, this shit is soon coming up, man. All right. And guess what? When they get to kicking in them doors, man, and coming in, man, like that flood, what the scripture say, that enemy shall come in like a flood, man. All right.
Continuing on, it says, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
You see, so what manner of the ruler is so is his people, man. So the ruler, you look at when whoever is and everything is about vibrations also, man. You see the vibration that you give off. It can be me and this brother right here. And if I started this camera up and started, you niggas gonna die, such and such, blah, blah, blah. I'm in a rousing spirit, going crazy, you know, being, you know, over aggressive, you know, that vibration could rub off on this brother. You know, so what the vibration that the ruler is in, the mindset that the ruler is in is so is the people in the land. So if the ruler, like for Joe Biden to get in office, what he was doing, well, we're going to take precautions with COVID. He was wearing his mask and shit, you know. So what are all the people doing in the States, man? What are they doing? They're putting on their mask and following the order of what Biden is putting off, man. You see, so if Biden say everybody must be vaccinated, it's going to be a lot of people running to the vaccine, man. They're going to be desperate to get it because this devil is going to starve you out. He's going to take your job, take your kids from you. You see, because the scriptures tell you that women, we're going to get that. We're going to get into that. But
got one more.
You got one more? You got?
Verse 3, it says, an unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
You see? It said what? An unwise what?
An unwise king.
An unwise king, he'll do what?
Destroy his people.
He would do what? Destroy his people, man. And that's all they're doing, man. Destroying the people in the land. And destruction is to come, man. All right? You got it out. Back to your shit.
This is Second Ezra, Second Maccabees 6, and I was gonna jump down to 17. It says, "But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us, and now we will come to declaring of the matter in a few words." Verse 18 it says, it's kind of lengthy.
Yeah, you got
it. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, you know, so he was looked upon as if he had a great stature.
Yeah.
It says, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. You know, so they basically try to come into like agreement, man. Should eat the swine's flesh for us.
Yeah.
Verse 19, it says, but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. So he was like, shit, man, I'd rather die. You know, than to take on and eat that swine's flesh, man. And just think about that in today's terms, man. That's how the men of the Lord are going to be coming at Esau Edom, you know, when he pushes out that chip, man.
Yeah, they're going to tell him that, but this is how they told old dude, they say this is a small matter to judge, man. You see? Shalom, bro. It tell you that this is a small matter to judge, man. You see, so we're willing, matter of fact, you can get Revelations 12 and what that is, 11. The mindset, how you was going into the mindset, this is going to be the mindset that some of the men, well, majority, the men of the Lord basically are basically going to have and be in when this devil come down with whatever he's going to come down with, man.
You say 12 or 11?
12 and 11.
Okay, this is Revelations 12 and 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
And who we overcame by who? The blood of the Lamb. Who's the Lamb? Yahushua, man.
Okay.
All right, and guess what? That blood was sprinkled upon us to where what? We were no longer in a corruptible mind state, man. But we put on incorruptible, man. You see?
It says, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death.
By the word of their testimony, the things that were written, the things that we received, man. All right, and the testimony is something that's what? Recorded. You see?
That's basically you've been a witness.
You were a witness. It said that what? That they love not their lives unto what?
Unto death.
Unto death, man. So there's going to be an easy choice to make.
God.
All right. when this devil come upon us, all right, Lord, when that we give that number, when he come and he prescribe and do the things that he's going to do, like he's saying, eat this swine flesh, I'm gonna kill you.
You say, choose a rather to die gloriously.
Glorious, a glorious death, man. It's a thing called death and honor, man. All right, it's an honor. How they say, it's an honor to serve on the side of you, man, on the side of you brothers, man. You see, and that's the mindset that we're going to be in, man. It was an honor to serve Yahweh Shah, man. All right, it's death, it's honor and death. Matter of fact, man. All right, because what the scripture tell you, precious in the eyes of the Lord is the death of his saints, man. You see, because what the scriptures say that they're going to be the accused. Matter of fact, go back to Revelation 12, if you have. I get it. You can read yourself out.
I didn't find it.
Go back to Revelation 12 and read 17. It's gonna say the accusers of my brethren. I think the accusers of the brethren. It ain't 17. What 17 say?
That's about the dragon.
Make war. You can read that too, but let me see. That's a good one too.
You want me to read it?
I mean, yeah, you can read it up.
This is
let me see though. I think it should be in 12 if I'm not leading you astray, Salakia. But 10, Salakia. Okay. It's 10. It's 10. Yeah, 10, and then you can jump down to 17 because they gonna come after us, man. It's no if and buts about it, man. They gonna come after us because what? Like we opened up and said, if you're not following the ways of society, which we let it be known that we're not following the ways, man, of the devils, man. All right, so they have no choice. They're gonna have no choice but to come up against us, man. And that's his plan. That's his plan. That's what he's gonna do, man. All right, he's gonna try and wipe us out, not knowing the power which we serve, man. Which all is gonna work through our faith in Yahweh Shah, man. Watching the Lord get us through certain situations, all right, and delivering us out of this hellhole. What you got,
12 and 10.
Yeah, you can read 12 and 10.
This is Revelation 12 and 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and the strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power this night."
Who accused of our brethren is Esau Edom, and he's going to be what? Cast down, man. Before what? Our eyes, man. You see, the Lord let it be known. He told us what? Only with thine eyes shall y'all surely see the reward of the wicked and your enemies, man. You see, when you read the book of Psalms, he was crying out, all right, for the downfall of our enemies. So watch them fall, man. All right. It said what? Read it again. Accuser. What it say?
It says, "Accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night."
You see, he accused us before our power what? Day and night, man. That's all he does, man. Accuse. He's blaming us, saying that what? Because you look at this, when all chaos break loose and everything get crazy out here, all right, this devil is going to what? Blame the men of Yahweh Shah, man. Because when you look at it, when they say Bibles are going to be banned and all of these things, they're putting the Bible under the new hate crime, and they're going to say that we're influencing violence. That's why they're taking these brothers' pages down, man. Okay. All right, all these pages getting taken down because what? The truth of Yahweh Shah is coming out, man. All right, and we're letting it be known the words of Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, jump to Revelation 18, where it say with 20 is around 20 something. That's what violence shall have to be thrown down.
21.
You got it.
This is Revelation 18 and 21. It says, "And a mighty angel took upon a stone like a great millstone, and cast it to the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all." Thus
with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and be what? Found no more, man. Because this place is going to be what? A perpetual wasteland for the wickedness that it prescribed in the land, man. How this place, I'm going to do a video on that, going into how this place was founded and built upon blood, man. And you got to look at it, just how violence, because the scriptures say they hated not blood. This place is built up on violence, built up on rape, robbery, and murder. So the same shall happen into it, man. You see?
Scripture it says, to the bloody city. We know that Babylon was built off of rape, robbery, and murder. Just like the brother was saying. But how do you cleanse that land? You have to shed that blood of the one who shed it.
Yeah. That was it. You can jump back to that Revelations. What that was? 12.
12.
You were at 10, right?
10.
You can jump to 17.
All right.
It said the dragon made war against her remnant. Yeah.
This is Revelation 12 and 17. It says, "And the dragon was wroth in the woman and went to make war with the remnant of
And
the
that
sea.
dragon, man, he was wrought, man. You saw him, he's mad. He's angry, man. You see, and he did what?
It says, which he went to make war with the remnant of us.
The remnant of us, see, man. The remnant is what? The elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He was wrought. He's angry right now, man. His truth is coming out, man. Spiritually, if you could look at Edom, he's gnashing his teeth, man. All right. When the scriptures speak about Stephen and all the men of the Lord, even Yahushua, man, they gnash their teeth at Yahushua, man. I remember it's a story in there where it say that Yahushua, they seek to drive Yahushua off a cliff. Yahushua disappeared in the midst of them, man. You see this, and just by the Lord doing that, it actually shows us that what in the times to come, the Lord said, well, we were going to see greater and do greater things, man. You see, so we're going to witness a whole lot of deliverance in these times, man. You see, to build that faith to well when it's what, and even in this time, man, our faith is being built for seeing certain things and going through certain situations, man. To where that what, like the brother was going into, referencing the brother precept that he about to go back to, that what, it's going to be an easy matter to judge, man, to say, man, fuck it. You see, that's why the scriptures tell you death is better than a bitter life, man. We live a bitter life here, man. You see, who loves to be oppressed, man? You see, you got it though. You can finish it.
I had a quick pre.
You got it.
Sorry.
In the pantry.
This is it's going back to the point of this is Matthew's like
You got it. Huh?
Matthew 10:28. You know, because it's gonna be a small matter. This is why it says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, man." So we're not gonna fear what man can do unto us, man. Why? Because we fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Scripture says that it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High.
Yeah. And then you know another thing, you think about it, you never know how that death will be. God. For the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because you look at Stephen, it say that Stephen fell asleep. And he was comforted in his death, man. He looked up and seen the Lord, man. You see, so these are the things that we're looking after, man. We're looking to witness and see, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
And ultimately, we should take those things into consideration, being as like when we're in those times.
Yeah.
You know, just basically just reminiscing on the prophets of old, man.
Yeah.
That's ultimately, what's going to get you through it, because it's that comfort.
Yeah, that wisdom and knowledge, man, is going to be that stability to keep you sane, so that what you can judge matters righteously and to your full potential in your mind, man. While everybody else, on the other hand, is going to be losing their minds because they haven't ate in a certain amount of days. You got to appreciate that.
This is going back it up. This is Sirach 14:2. It says, "Blessed is he whose conscience has not condemned him, and who has not fallen from his hope in the Most High." So, Jacob be going crazy when they haven't eaten in X amount of days, man.
And his what it said is what gonna be condemning him.
His conscience.
His conscience is gonna condemn him because what? He wasn't preparing for this, man. God. His conscience wasn't. That's that mind state of being. Oh, I should have did this. Mm-hmm. I should have did that. Oh, I should have listened to them.
He's not going to have that wisdom to be his stabilizer.
He's not going to be stable, man. He's not going to have that wisdom to walk upon, man. God. All right, and pull from his spiritual bank account. You see, because what? His mind condemned him, but the scriptures say, "Blessed is this man whose conscience has not condemned him," man. See?
Look, I went to the word stabilize. It says, "Make or become unlikely to give, weight, or overturn."
You see? His mind.
God.
So it ain't no term. And it said what? It won't be overturned. Okay. When you look up incorrupt. All right, we should be straight. It's still going. Yeah, it's going. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I think it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going because that's
all right. Yeah, it's still going. All right, kind. You see, when you look up the word incorruptible, it tell you it's not subject to being turned over to corruption, man. Yeah. So that's that what word it was?
Stabilized.
That's stabilized, man. The Lord is going to stabilize his men. Look up sanity, Yeah, look up sanity.
It says it says the ability to think and behave in a normal and rational manner.
To behave
sound mental health.
Sound, because the Lord gave us what? A sound mind. The scriptures tell you, man. All right, we have a sound. You're gonna need a sound mental health, man. Mental and all of these things is going to what? Your spiritual strength, man. You're going to need it, man. Because what the foods and the meats that we're eating of Yabashim Yashai, it strengthens us. Well, also we know physical, food, how food, is a necessity. But this was not understanding of Yabashim Yashai is a necessity to our spirits, man.
God,
Which strengthens us, man. Give us that, the proper nourishment and things that we need, man, to strive and continue. That makes our body strong, man. You see, but if you don't have that wisdom, you have a weak body, man. You see, that's why the scriptures say that if thou faint in the time of adversity, thy strength is small, man. You see,
this is Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. It says, "For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health." So it wasn't neither one of those things. It says, "But thy word, O Yahweh, which healeth all things," man. So ultimately, this word is what heals us, man. This word is what governs us and keep us in that right now, man.
Because the scriptures tell you that the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding gives us, it pertains to our health and things like that, man. You see, but you got it out.
I was still in Matthew, just finishing. I'm gonna start over. Matthew 10:28 says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul." It says, "But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So that's talking about ultimately we should fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Ancient of Days, the one who controls everything.
Yeah. And then it say that he that can kill your body and where?
It says, and destroy both soul and the body in hell.
In hell, man. You see? Because we know that this place is going to be turned into a bottomless pit. The missiles, man. You see, the Lord is coming to bring that fire. And the Lord told us that what? He's going to preserve us from the heat, man. You see? And from the moon. No, what he said, at the in the sun at noon, man. That's fire, man. That's heat, man. When you read Isaiah 43, see, he tell you that what? The water shall not overtake thee. What you got, huh?
You had quoted.
You gotta get
I was still in that second back. I still had some more.
So yeah, you got it.
All right.
That's what I was about to say. I think you're still in there.
Second Maccabees 6 and see, I was there. I'm gonna continue from 19. It says, "But he choosing rather to die gloriously." After they appointed him to eat that swine's flesh.
Yeah, he chose to die gloriously, man. That's that being faithful unto death for Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It says, "Then to live stained with such an abomination spitted forth that came up."
You see, when he say to live stained, the scriptures say, "Keep thy garments always white," man.
So you see, him following himself, with that flesh, hey, he would have been tainted. Man.
He'd have been tainted, man. He let it be known, man. I'd have stain on my garment. Yeah. He letting it be known. You look how the scriptures tell you these are the virgins that were undefiled, man. You see,
it goes back into him, having that fear,
that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because if you have that fear, it draweth away that sin, man. You're not even gonna think twice about going off. You know what I'm saying?
Sirach 18:27, it says, "A wise man will fear in everything." So you gonna consider every enterprise and see, man, is this lawful for me to do?
Yeah. You gonna think about all that, man.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be. Matter of fact, let me see if I remember where it was, real quick. It ain't gonna be no what nobody can tell you, man. If you fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you trust in the Lord, man. All right, and spirit and truth, man. It ain't gonna be nothing that nobody. What the scriptures tell you. Get 1 Thessalonians 3:3 out about the shot.
3:3.
Yeah. Ain't nothing nobody can say or do to make you go off, man. Let me see while I get this. I'm all on wisdom song.
See, first this one.
Yeah.
And it reads. You wanted the 1 Thessalonians first, right?
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 3:3.
This 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3, it says that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
See? You see, so what? None of you shall be moved by these afflictions, man. No thing that they bring before you should move you to where it's like, oh, well, I gotta do it. That's why the scripture say, let not sin reign in your mortal bodies, man. You see? You can't let that flesh reign, man. It ain't no making no provisions for the flesh, man. No excuse or no No, oh well, if he coming up against me like this, I gotta like Jake like to say, what if they hold me down and make me take it? Like,
That's rationalizing, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Continuing on, it says, "For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know."
And ye know that these things are gonna come before us. So that's why none of this shit should move you, man. If you're in the spirit, all right, and you're moving, according to what Yahweh Shem Yahshua told us to move in, all right, it wouldn't bother you. It shouldn't be no, oh well, they gonna come with the chill. We ain't gonna be able to eat. Oh shit, what I'm gonna do? Nah, bro, you know that what Yahweh Shem Yahshua has us, man.
God, there shouldn't be no room for skepticism.
No,
man.
and
Having that doubt.
And I'm about to say that's also doubt, man. Having that doubt within yourself, man. All right, what you worried about, man? That's why the scriptures tell you in Sirach 40 that what they lose their day sleep for thinking about death and thinking about these things, man. But they say when they get through it and these things happen, then they look back and say, man, damn, that was nothing.
Small matter.
It was a small matter, man. You see, real quick, this is Sirach 1, and oh damn. Yeah, the laptop died. All right, Sirach 1, and I'm gonna read. I'm start at 11. It says, "The fear of the Lord is honor." All right, because what? Like I said, it's honor and death, man. Knowing that you fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua is nothing you wouldn't go through, man. Even if death is laid before you, man. You see, so what? The fear of the Lord is honor and glory, because that's what is at the end of all of this, man. Glory, man. Because when you read Hebrews, man, no, Salakia, Job 5, it tell you that what? For we've heard of the patience of Job, man, and seen the end of our Lord and how he received glory, man. All right, which, let me see, it says, and gladness and a crown of rejoicing is what we're going to receive for what? Fearing the Lord, man. Rather than fearing man. That's why the brother read earlier, don't fear what he can do, that can kill at the body, man. You see? It says, whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him, man. If you fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, it shall go well with him at the last, in these last times. All right, the times to come, the time when your life is on the line, it's going to be well with you, because what? The Lord know that he's one of mine. All right, you see? It says, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. So in the day of your death, you're going to find favor with Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Stephen found favor with the Lord, man. You see? And I like to reference him because what? It say he looked up and seen the Lord, man. All right? It says, what you got a word? You got it, Con.
It says, an over generous preferential treatment, approval, support, or liking for someone or something. You know? Approval.
I'm gonna read it again, Sloppy.
Shit, that was pretty much the point. It says, an over generous preferential treatment.
Preferential is something that you prefer, man.
And over generous, that's basically just like a good treatment, man.
Good treatment.
You know,
so that's like Stephen.
God.
He found favor with the Lord, so his treatment was what?
It was a whole lot.
It was a whole lot better than what a 2/3 will receive, man.
And real quick, that's just like with Daniel when the eunuch found favor with him.
Yeah.
You know, that was him getting that better treatment, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord put the spirit on that eunuch, man.
Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 15 and 11. 15 and 11. This is just showing, the things that, the benefits and the things that we will receive for what? Fearing Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, and walking in his ways, man.
This is Jeremiah 15 and 11. It says, the Most High said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. With thy
remnant, it's going to be well with thy remnant, man. You see, we just read that what? In the latter times, these men that fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua, it's going to be well with them in that latter end, even when death is laid before them. So with this remnant, which is his elect, Lord, when that we be of that number, man, it says that what is going to be well with them in the times to come, even in now in this time, man. You see Jake go through certain things, man, and you don't know how you're going to get through it. You don't know how you're going to pay such and such, or what you going to do for the next, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? The Lord provides, man. All right? That's why you look at what, when you look at what, when the famine come, man, the scriptures tell you in Job 5 that what? In famine ye shall laugh, man. You see, it's another verse that tell you about the famine. They say that it shall be well with thee in the famine, something like that. I don't want to butcher the scripture, but it's something like that on the lines. All right, but you got it out.
Continue on, it says, verily, which is truly, it says, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well.
He's going to what? Cause our enemy to entreat us well, man. So in these times to come, it can be you haven't eaten X amount of days and you fuck around and run into a cabin and it's an Edomite cabin and he lets y'all stay. He feeds you, providing you with food, water, all of these things is working for our benefit because what we serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's why it's what we was going into. It's going to be impossible to live without this chip, man. God. You see, but those who look towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua and fear the Lord and walk in his ways, it's going to be well with them, man. God. All right, this is what why we have nothing to let these things bother us, man. Because we know, according to what he told us, we know that what the Lord got us, man, that the Lord is going to deliver. He said it's going to be well with us. Well, that means it's going to be well with us because the Lord is what? A man of his word. God. You see? You got it.
And shit, real quick, it says in Isaiah the 24th chapter, it says, so shall I purpose, so shall I stand. So whatever the Lord promised, that's what it's going to be. It's set in stone, But it says, verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of affliction and in the time of affliction. And that's just like
read again? That was live. You got it, though.
That was just like how I refer back to the, Daniel the eunuch, man, the eunuch found favor love. Proverbs 16:4 it says that when a man's ways please the Most High, he will make even my enemies to be at peace, man. So that's what that's talking about, man. He put the spirit on the mic like the brother was going into to feed you, man, and to provide, shelter and care for you, man. Yeah. You want to make a point on it?
Read again now.
It says, verily, I will cause the enemy to treat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction.
You see, so what? It says, in the times of evil, will the scripture say, what? Redeem ye therefore the time. Okay. For the times of evil, we're redeeming the times right now, man. You see? He said, what? In the time of evil, I'm going to have them entreat you well. And guess what? In time of what?
In the time of affliction.
In the time of affliction, they're going to entreat you well, man. You see, you could probably be finna get decapitate out. That you read my mind. You could probably be finna get your head cut off, and guess what? The Lord has one of the soldiers say, man, look, you need a glass of water. Mm-hmm. You need anything, God. You see, all because what? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control, man. The Lord ruleth the kingdom of men, man. You see, he's going to have our enemies entreat us well, man. If that ain't a power to be feared and to serve, what power is there to serve, man? Uh-huh. You see, the Lord let it be known that, hold on, I forgot that. I think it's in here somewhere. Hold on. It tell you that, Salaki, hold on, let me see if I can remember what this was.
Serving a power like that, man, that brings forth major confidence, man. You got to think about it, that, man, the power we serve is able to deliver us out of all these trials and tribulations. Yeah. Things are to where it seems as if it's impossible, man. Yeah. 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter basically says that he was not going to put you in anything that you were not able to bear, man.
Yeah, so you always make an escape route. I can't really remember where I seen it at. I'm going to have to go back and get into it. But it's in Apocrypha, and they tell you that that before all of this, the Lord was, man. You see, so that's a power to be feared. That's a power to serve, man. All right. Scriptures say that, man, this man set the boundaries that the sand can't go past a certain boundary, man.
The seats of perpetual decree, man.
Yeah, man. What was on?
Still had that second Maccabees.
Second Maccabees? Oh, yeah, you got it out. Yeah. And then you could jump, Salakia. That Jeremiah 8. Did we finish reading that?
82.
83?
We didn't read 3.
We didn't read 3?
Nah, I don't believe so.
It said that, damn, I think we did read it out. I don't know why it's on my mind, but you can get it. We did. We stopped at 2. Read it again, Salakia. And then you can jump to that.
This is Jeremiah 8:2. It says, and they shall spread. I don't think we read it out at all. It says, and they shall spread them before the sun and the moon and all the hosts of heaven, whom they have loved and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered nor be buried. They shall be for dung upon the face of the earth.
There's these gods, man, that these people chose to serve, man. Matter of fact, what that is, 2?
That's 2.
Jump to 11 and 11 real quick. That's Jeremiah, right? 11 and 11. You see, and just like your gods and the things that you're serving are going to be cast down, so will you with them, man. All right, because you chose not to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You got it.
This is Jeremiah 11:11. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Most High, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape."
You shall not be able to escape, man. You're gonna be like dung upon the ground, man. Like it said about those guys, they're gonna be dung. When you read Jeremiah chapter 16, it tells you when they say, "What? Whither shall we go?" And he said, "To death, man. Delivered unto death, and ye shall be like dung upon the earth, man." All right, you got it.
It says, "Which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them."
You're gonna cry to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, it tells you that when they see these things, then they're gonna look upward.
God.
Then they're gonna look to the Lord, man. And the Lord say, "What? I'm not gonna hear you. I cast your guys down," because that's gonna be the Lord showing His power, man. I'm casting your guys down, what you believed in, and you thought was going to deliver you. So now you're gonna look upward to seek after me. You see? Now I'm your second choice. No, man. You got it.
Verse 13, it says, it's like 12. It says, "Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods," is all lowercase. It says, "unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble."
See, so them guys that you offered those incense to and chose to serve other than Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they ain't gonna be able to save you.
God, what the scripture say that it's the one you be quoting, those other guys, they basically don't have any breath in them.
Yeah, they don't have breath or life. You know, they're not living, man. And that's why the Lord say that what I am. I'm Him, man. You got it. That was it. You can jump back to 8. And then you can jump back to your precept.
This is
8:3.
Jeremiah 8:3. It says, "And death shall be chosen rather than life."
And death is to be chosen rather than life, man. You look at what the people, and like we said, it's going to be impossible to live without the chips. It's going to be impossible to go about without the vaccine, man. You see, because when they start to roll this shit out, they're going to make it mandatory. Right now, it's probably, it's voluntary. But
it's a whole lot of leniency.
Yeah, it's a leniency. But, man, this shit is going to get mandatory, man. You see? And instead of a knock, it's going to be a fucking boot kicking down your door. You see? And then they going to be putting their boots upon your neck, man. And what you do then, man? You see? If you ain't getting those, that ain't got no faith. You see? But for those who do serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, what you do then? You know? The scripture say, what? Give no thought for thy life, man. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The only thing that we can do is have faith, man. And that's what we're building up and working on in these times, man. Redeeming the time. Because the days are evil, man. It's an evil time that we're finna live in, man. When Edgar seen these things, he said, woe is me. Who gonna make it through that shit? You see? What you got, Doc?
This is continuing on. It says, "And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family."
You see, of this what? Evil
family.
Of this evil family, man. You see? It's death. Well, we got some more now? You got it.
It says, "Which remain in all the places whither I have driven them," said Yahweh of hosts.
And wherever He had driven us, man, He scattered us everywhere, man. You see? And Israel is choosing death. They're not choosing to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you read in the scripture, He said what? We read in Deuteronomy all the time, man. I lay before thee what? Life and death, man. Blessing and curse, man. Which one do you choose? Therefore, choose life, man.
He's telling you because the Lord knows His indignation and the wrath that He's going to bring back upon this place. So He's telling you, like, man, hey, I'm coming with some hot shit.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm telling you. The Lord say, well, I'm sending my man right here to tell you how I'm coming. He got the message. He reading the scroll. You know how you go somewhere on these ancient movies, like motherfucking the Letter of the King, Last Letter of the Kings type shit, the shit that's on Netflix and shit like that, with the battles where they used to battle with swords, but now it's confused noise and missiles and nuclear fire. Back then, when they used to battle with swords, they would send a man upon his horseman, which we are, on that watchtower, and we're sending a message, man. And what? We're pulling out the scroll. When they pull the motherfucker out just like this, Luke, the king, such and such, King Yahweh Shem Yahushua said he's declaring war with you. Do you accept? Or whatever he said. He ain't even know do you accept, but it's such and such, we'll come at a point, you this and that. Take it or leave it, however you like it. And the king, he probably ain't fucking with it. So after that, you clap, put the motherfucker under your arm and look at him. Message received. Okay, going back to my land, man.
Some it's on the same lines of that. Some like movies or cartoons, they'll send a motherfucking bird, to deliver the
Yeah,
message.
motherfucking bird drop off the little motherfucking
the
little scroll, the little
ladder.
How the hell? Then look, motherfucking bird fly over. He drop that motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? He read that shit, and guess what? Who's going to be the one to declare that war and that fire, and that's what's coming to the land? That man that's on that watchtower, man. And that's why the scriptures tell you that what I'm going to set my prophets and these men out on these watchtowers, and they will know. They will not hold their tongue or hold their peace day nor night, man. Constantly watching, man. So we're coming to let you know this is what's coming to the land, and it's the Lord coming to bring that fire, man. You see? And he told you right here, a lot of you motherfuckers gonna choose death. I already know. So guess what? You're gonna go down with the place. And it's like this. If you're warned and you're fighting with somebody and the enemy is coming before you, he's gonna kill you and him, man. That's like if you at a gas station, there's somebody that's beefed out with somebody and they want to kill him. If you with him, I'm gonna kill you too, man. I'm gonna lace you up too, man. That's what the Lord's coming to do. You rocking with him? Okay, cool. You're gonna die with him, man.
So you see? Because not to cut you off, but James 4:4. I mean, ultimately, shit, if you're not rocking with the Lord, you at one with the world.
Yeah.
And the Lord, we know how the Lord feel about that. Yeah. He said if you're in the world, you basically have enmity with him. When you go into enmity, it basically means like being in opposition, right?
You're an op. How the Lord say you a whole op, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you just look at it now in this perspective with us being behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
All right. While we're charging here against our enemy in his territory, we are on the side of Yahweh Shah. So guess what they're gonna do to us, man? They're gonna charge after us, man. And that's why the Lord said, I'm gonna avenge Jerusalem, man. You see, and come and defend you and fight for you, man. You see? You got your precept though.
Just to back up how we're on the side of the Lord, because we have this wisdom. So wisdom, it say that he making them friends of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's wisdom side.
And the Lord told you, shit, if you love me, I count you and call you my friends, man. You see? You got it? All right. But back on that, let me get it. I'm gonna read it again because I like that precept right there. Let me get that. I'm in Jeremiah 2, Con. I was in Jeremiah 20. I was reading earlier.
Oh, I mean,
you got it.
Let's go back up to the point. This was Solomon 7:27. It says, I'm gonna start there. It says, and being the one she can do all things. And we know this chapter is talking about that wisdom.
But that is
Wisdom of Solomon 7.
That's a spirit, because I was reading Sirach 1, and it tell you the same thing.
It says she can do all things and remain in herself. She maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets, man.
Mm-hmm.
So by us having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that puts us in good standards with Yahweh.
Yeah, it's something like this. You got somebody you meet, y'all get cool. You like, man, I fuck with this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? So then you start telling them the secrets. What do you think the Lord did, man? The Lord told you in Colossians, the things that have been hid, I ain't never told nobody none of this ever before. But guess what? It was hid for generations, and he ain't never told nobody all this time. But now he's doing what? Revealing his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man, the saints, man. You see? So when you hold someone's secrets, that makes you what? A very, very close friend to them, man. Because there's not a lot of people that hold this, man.
I got one foot just backing it up.
You got it.
This is Sirach 3:19. No, it's like, I'm gonna go up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm gonna go up. It says 17. It says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shall thou be beloved of him that is approved.
Yeah.
18. It says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Most High. By what? Being humble. Because Matthew 5:5 says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom, man.
Inherit the kingdom, yeah.
So that's key trait, we should have. 19 is this point. It says, many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed into the meek, man. Just going back into that, man, that we have those mysteries, and the depth of the storehouses.
Yeah, that's in Psalms. It said he layeth up the depth
in the storehouse.
In the store, which is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, which is the depth goes into what? The deep things. The deep things that nobody knows, nobody understand. You got somebody that nobody understand, bro. Nobody understood who how the Lord works.
God.
Job even tell you that. In the end of Job, he tells you that, man, this is the works of the Lord. Who shall understand, man? You see, it's it's like you see somebody and it's like, man, he weird. You know, and that's how people look at us, man. That's how they look at Yahweh Shah, man, when this truth comes out, man. They think it's a strange thing, man. Even when Yahweh Shah was speaking, they're like, man, what is this new strange doctrine that he's speaking, man? You see?
No, that was it on this run.
Oh, that was it? Oh, using that Maccabees song.
Let me see. I was at verse 20. It says, this second Maccabees 6:20 says, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. So he like, man, that shit not lawful for me to intake, man.
And that's him having that faith.
And also him standing on what he believed in, you know, because Jake gonna fall for anything.
Yeah, and you read Isaiah 50, man. He tell you what, set thy face like a flint. You see, setting your face, hardening yourself, man. That's why the Lord told you what, gird up the loins of your mind. You gotta have a strong mind to be placed before a judge in his offices and tell him, I'm not doing that.
Kind of also to fight off the enticement.
The enticement of it, yeah, because the body doesn't want to die, man. You see, the body is in fear of death, man. You see, you got it.
21, it says, but they had the charge of their wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, but sought him, look what they told him about, but sought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. So they was like, man, shit, you can basically eat chicken. You know, you could just as long as you make it seem as if this is that swine's flesh. You know, so him bowing down and
then the other seeing that.
It's ultimately confusion, and he leading them people astray.
Yeah, and that, another thing is to just tell you, you don't want to basically lead your brother astray. Okay. Let him see you, even before a brother, and that shit broke up. So by them doing that, that was them also. You look, and this shows Edom has always been Edom, man.
Crafty.
Crafty as fuck, trying to what cut us off as a nation, man. You see, because what if he would have got him to do that? Then it would have persuaded.
Domino effect.
It would have been a whole domino effect to get everybody else to fall in that same order, man.
That was ultimately shit's goal, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it was on the lines of shit, man. You really not gonna be going off. It's just gonna seem.
That way, man. And guess what? That's why the scriptures tell you a greater name is to be chosen, man, than choice silver and gold, because this is him. You know, they're trying to get him to taint his name, man. Oh, damn, such and such. Man, he ain't go all the way through, man. He let them get in his fucking head, man. And that's what you're going to be remembered for, man. Me and the brother Lord Yah had did a video. It's about your legacy, man. And what you want to be remembered for, man. You see, because what? Yahweh Shah legacy, you know, his legacy. And the Lord told us to walk in his footsteps. Follow that example, man. The Lord's legacy, it continued on, man. Even from all of those years ago, man, a main topic that is being talked about is Yahweh Shah, man. Everybody know about and that's the thing about a legacy. Everybody knows about it, man. You see, so if he would have did that, man, that shit would have went crazy. Everybody, it should have been on like a wildfire, man. Everybody would have heard about it, man. You see?
And I went to the definition of principle because ultimately that's what he stood upon, man. Mm-hmm. It says moral correct behavior and attitude. So that was morally correct for him to deny that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And it's another verse that tell you in 2nd Esdras, I believe it's 16. It tell you that even them that consent knowingly, if you knowingly consent to something like that, it say ye should even, because it tell you, matter of fact, let me get it. Man, let me see, try 2nd Esdras 16, it's gonna tell you, I don't want to butcher it. 16. Try 2nd Esdras 16. It's gonna tell you, them that consent, them that agree and basically do what, it say that they shall take some of you away and feed you things idle.
Try.
I know it's a 16 or 15. 2nd Esdras 16 or 15.
16 try around like 67 in there, I believe. Let's see.
It got to be around. This damn new apocrypha. That should be hard to find.
Flip the page.
You see, you can finish reading that out. I'm gonna find it. Salaki.
I think it's around there.
I'm gonna try 15. I remember what it said though.
I would continue on, you know. So they told him that, man, shit, you could basically bring whatever meat, you know, that was required, you know, for you to do it, that was lawful for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as you make it seem as if you're eating that swine's flesh, then hey, we good. 22, it says that in doing so, he might be delivered from death, because you know they put out the decree that if you didn't abide by these things, that you were going to be put to death.
Yeah, and that's what he did, man. He's
God,
abiding by this. You get 20, 30 years in
God,
the you know, as decrees, and they gonna kill you any fucking way.
God.
You see?
And it says that in doing so, he might be delivered from death. So shit, you get a pass. You know, we not gonna put you to death. It says, and for the old friendship with them, find favor. So we like, man, we gonna be good.
Yeah, we gonna be your friend.
Yeah, we gonna be locked in. You know?
Yeah, that shit bullshit, bro. And that's the mindset of Edom, man.
God,
Preying upon the innocent, man.
God, and then you gotta know that today, man, Jake gonna take that, man.
Yeah,
just
Jake.
Look at
That's
that,
like a plea deal,
God,
bro. Jake in the world is taking that fucking plea deal
God.
and saying, "Well, we gonna eat this flesh."
And
man.
they do that now in the industry, you know, when they sell out and do those things. Just look at that movie, Queen of Slim, when the old boy sold him out. Man. You know, man, Jake taking this, man. You know, but continuing on, it says 23. This is him standing on that principle. It says, but he began to consider discreetly, okay, and became his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray head. So he was wise. It says, until he was come in his most honest education from a child. So him being brought up on that sound
that foundation for a long time. It said that he was a child, man. You see, that's another thing. The scripture says you train up a child in the way that he shall go. And when he get older, right here, he's older, he shall not depart away from it, man. All right? Because what? He was brought up on these ways, man, on these wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and being stern, believing and trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He believed and knew that what? The Lord was going to deliver him from the same, man. All right? Even when they were going to be thrown in that fire furnace, they said, man, we believe that our Lord is going to save us, man. This is not a big matter to judge, man. Shit, do what you got to do. You got it.
This is Sirach, slightly. Proverbs 4, and let me see. I'm gonna start at 10. It says, "Hear, O my son, and receive my sins, and the years of thy life shall be many." Man, so basically that way of walking, you know.
Yeah, and they say that what? Go ahead, read it.
It says, "And the years of thy life shall be many." So by you, how in the word, by you basically being on that right path, it's gonna preserve you, man. Why? Because you know how to move, you know the right mannerisms.
Yeah, you look at
how to go about things.
You look at the men of old when they walked, because they all walked in the ways of Yahweh Shem righteousness. They lived for a longer time than people live now because wickedness started to increase in the earth, man. So motherfuckers dying like Jamori, bro. Like, do we know in Lake Charles he died? He probably younger than me.
Yeah. Shit, younger than me too.
Yeah, he like what,
19?
Yeah, he probably like 19,
just turning 20.
Just turning 20, man. He, died today. So what? It's just showing what people die at a younger age now, man, and it's all because what? The wickedness that they're upbringing, that
is why you say the years of thy life shall be many. So by you being on that righteous path, your days will be prolonged.
Your days are going to be prolonged, man. That's why the scriptures say if you honor not your mother and your father, your days will be short, man. You see? Because you look at this in a spiritual sense, which we know that what our elders and apostles, those that were before us, are considered our mother and our fathers, man, through the spirit, man. Because we were rebirthed when we came into this wisdom to understand it, man. And who's there at birth, man? Your mother is there giving birth, and your father is there looking over you, man. You see? So what if you don't honor them and take heed to the things that they're giving you? When the scriptures say in Proverbs, your ways, her ways, talking about America with the world, her ways inclining to death, you fall away from under the wing of what you're being taught, and you go stand into an evil way. That's why the scripture, where you quoted earlier, it said, "What a word of the king is, there is power." Now, if you walk, it said, "Make not haste to go out of his sight and stand in an evil way." It says that in the rest of that verse. Now, if you go out and stand in an evil way, you're standing. Well, wickedness can come before you and take over you, man. You see, but if you're not abiding under that wing, your days are going to be shortened, man. Because what? You're not being forgetting not the sorrows of thy mother and the things. Because sorrow is what a mother goes through when she gives birth to you, man. But our apostles and elders before us, all right, they sacrificed their lives, gave over their lives and time, all right. Because the scriptures tell you, got to remember, that ye were joined into another man's labor, man.
God.
Ye bestowed no labor, man. You see? And those guys that fall away, it tell you that what? It's impossible for them to receive life ever again, man.
God.
You see, so what? Your days won't be prolonged, man. You're gonna be just in an hour, in a sudden time, you're gonna be taken away with the rest of the world, man. You got it.
Continuing on, let me see, I'm gonna read 10 again. Proverbs 4:10, it says, "Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many." 11 it says, "I have taught thee in the ways of wisdom, I have led thee in right paths."
Yeah.
It says,
But if you defer from those ways,
God.
then what is going to be your ending? Because if you defer away from wisdom, knowledge, and walking on the righteous path, then you will be considered what? A fool, man.
God.
And we know what the scripture say about a fool, how he uttered things out of his heart, man.
God.
You got it.
It says,
And the things that he uttered is folly, vileness, and
Profane.
profane and foolishness, man. All right. The scripture say the wisdom of a fool swallowed up himself, man.
God.
And that's what you'll become if you become disobedient. And that's why the brother brought out being humble, man. When you read the book of Luke, the Lord said that he that become as this babe shall be the greatest, man. You got it.
It says, when thou goest thy steps, hold on, I'm gonna read 11 to get the point. It says, I have thee in the way of wisdom, I have led thee in right paths. So ultimately going back to that second Maccabees, him having that sound foundation, you know, from when he was a kid, it says 12, when thou goest thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest thou shalt not stumble.
Yep.
Take fast hold of instruction, let her not go.
It's
Keep
talking
her,
about wisdom.
for she is thy life, man. She is gonna have your days, your years of life many, man.
Yeah, and she's
You
gonna
know?
prolong you, man.
God.
Preserve you, man. That's where I was trying to use. You know, the Lord is gonna preserve you, man. I found that verse out. Preserve, and it said that it's a what that was. What that was? We just read it.
Proverbs 4.
Proverbs 4. It tell you
13.
in Sirach that what let me see. I think I read it. I read that at like 3 o'clock this morning. I was up reading. Let me see. Let me get this real quick. It tell you that she preserves those. All right, I got you. Look, check this out. This is Sirach 1. Man, I can really read. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna read 7. It says, "Unto whom had the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who hath understood her great experience?" You see, and that's another thing, because the scriptures say a man that traveleth had great experience and wisdom, man. It says, "There is one wise greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. He created her." Who he created? Wisdom, man. All right. It says, "And saw her and numbered her and poured her out upon all his works." All right. You see? It says, and that's another thing. Poured her out upon all his work, all his elect, man. Because the Lord had his elect and his chosen from the beginning, man. All right. Because say what? He numbered her, man. All right. It says, "She is with all flesh according to his gift," man. And who have the gift? We bestow the gift, man. Matter of fact, give me Hebrews 2, all right? Hebrews 2, if it say if we neglect this gift.
Okay.
You see, we bestow that gift from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see? Go, you get it real quick.
So that's 2 Timothy.
No,
neglect not to give?
No, not that.
Oh,
Hebrews 2. 2 and 1. Read that real quick.
This is Hebrews 2 and 1. It says, therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to
so like the brother was reading about Sophia, you got to bound yourself in her fetters, man.
Okay.
And walk in that way and not defer. You see, so what it say? If what?
It says, therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard.
And it said the more earnest heed, man. Like we said, forget not the sorrows of thy mother. You were joined to another man's labor. The things that we heard from our elders and apostles, man. You see, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go ahead.
It says, earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip.
At any time we let this wisdom slip away from us, man. But if we let it slip away, what it say?
It says, for if the word spoken by the angels was steadfast in every transgression and disobedience received a just recompense or reward.
You see, so if the angels was to basically reward us of every sin that we've done, the scriptures say that it'd be very few left pre-adventure with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. It's real paraphrasing scripture. You got it.
It says 3. It says, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, when at the first began to be spoken by the Most High and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him.
And this is right here, man. It said at the first, because when you read verse 1, it says, all wisdom cometh from the Lord and is with him forever. Who can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain and the days of eternity? Who can find out the height of heaven and the breadth of the earth and the deep of wisdom? Wisdom hath been created before all things, and understanding of prudence for everlasting. Man, I'll read that again.
It says, it's like, it
said it was created before all things. Go ahead.
how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, which at first began to be spoken by the Most High and was confirmed unto us by them that heard
It
him?
was confirmed from the Most High. It was gave from the Most High. We just read how it was poured out before his number of his remnant. And it said that what? If we neglect, how can we escape? How can we escape from the hell to come if we neglect the gift that was given to us, man? You see, so we can't let these things slip from among us, man. We must take the most earnest heed, because what the days are coming, man, to where we're going to need these things instilled into us, man. You got it, out.
Let's go back here. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. And so continue in those things, man.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
You see, and
through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahushua.
Oh, that's a beautiful precept, because it said from a child, man.
God.
Who does the Lord deal with, man? You have to become as what a baby. The scriptures say that he deals with those that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, man. That's a baby, man. And from that baby estate, when you grow up in the spirit, you grow up as a baby. You look at babies now. Babies grow up to where you feed them a Similac, and then you start putting cereal in that Similac. Then it's like, okay, you start to take that cereal. Now we doing something. Now after that cereal, you seeing that it's growing a little bit. It's still drinking a little bit more milk. Then you start getting a little motherfucker oatmeal and potatoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you start to see, okay, we working with something now.
Okay.
All right, you growing up, you getting bigger. Then the more food that he's eating and the things that he's taking upon him, because the milk does what? Make his bones strong, man.
Okay.
You see? And that's what the Lord done with us, man. He give us the milk and it strengthened up our bones, man. You see, now when it comes before eating those solid foods, man, to where we grow up, then you become fat and you start growing muscles and you start getting bigger, man.
Getting that mass.
You see? It says, that was it?
Yeah, I had one more.
I'm about to read it. You got it.
It's 2 Timothy 3 and 16. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and for instruction in righteousness.
Because what this book is instruction in the way of life, man.
Yeah.
That's why I said it is profitable for reproof, correction, and things that if something is profitable, that means what? Hey, bro, this is what you need to use to walk by this, man. This is going to give you all the answers you need, man. That was it, up? All right, let me back in this Sirach 10, 1 and 10. It says, she is with all flesh according to his gift, and he hath given her wisdom, Sophia, to them that love him, man. You see, so what? Those that love Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we receive that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and we're going to have these things to pull out of our spiritual bank account in the evil times that are to come. It says, the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and the crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life, man. You see, so what we're speaking about, your days being prolonged, man. You see, by serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, and truth and sincerity, loving the Lord and fearing the Lord, man, to know that what? This is who we're going to call on, and this is what we're going to lean upon in these evil times, man, and the things that are coming before the face of the earth. You got a precept about it?
I stand some on that.
Yeah, you got it.
Second Maccabees 6, and let me see, I was at 23.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it over. It says, but he began to consider discreetly as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years, the honor of his great head, whereunto he was come in his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High.
See, it was given by the Most High from a young age. See, he was one of the ones that was what? In the womb, I knew thee, man.
God, a just man.
A just man, you see?
You know, so a just man is going to stand on principle, man.
And that's also what the scripture says, Sirach, about a patient man.
God.
A patient man.
For a time,
he's
and afterwards, joy shall spring upon him.
Joy shall spring up. He's going to tear for a time, man. So any situation that he's put in, he's gonna abide by Yahweh Shem Yahshua in those moments, man, because he's patient and on them. I must wait upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. The Lord is coming, man.
Continuing on, it says, or rather, the holy law made and was given by the Most High. Therefore, he answered accordingly.
He used wisdom and answered according to the Holy Scriptures, man. And that's going to be the thing that we do when we're offered up before these synagogues and put before these people to be put to death, man. We're going to behave ourselves wisely and give no thought for our life and not think about what we're going to say, because what the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our Father, is going to speak through us, man.
And not only just in those times, just with every day and every enterprise, man. Just look at King David. Just like you said, behave wisely. All throughout First Samuel, when you read, man, when Saul was basically at his top, throwing javelins at him and shit. It said that King David behaved himself wisely, man. You know, so shit, we ought to have that same mind frame and move in that same mannerism.
Look at it like this, you know, when we on these highways and hedges and eat and walk up to different camps and be on that bullshit trying to get brothers charged after them, brothers behave themselves wisely, man. You see,
it says, therefore he answered accordingly, and will them straight ways to send him to the grave, man. So he told him again, like, man, y'all can put me to death.
I ain't doing that. And he basically showed, man, I'm not no weak ass nigga. Man, matter of fact, Elder Tahar was just speaking about that, man. His videos out, Elder Tahar, stop being a weak nigga, man. You see, don't be what you being weak for, man. He just showing right here, man. Don't be weak, man. Apostle Paul even said, man, keep that same fucking mindset. When they come before us, die. He said, don't be no pussy. When they come before you and try to take your life, man, hey, go all the way out, man. And that's why I say we've had the sentences of death within ourselves, man. The scriptures say that the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua ye have not even resisted unto blood, man. You see, so this is the mind state of the men of the Lord, man. Those that truly fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when they come before them, Lord, when that we give that number, they're going to overcome, man, and receive that crown that the Father has laid up for them, man.
They got a little bit more. I'm gonna just read to finish it off in 31.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I'm gonna skip down to 26. You know, because it's gonna touch up on that point about basically not being a weak nigga.
Yeah.
You know, 2 Maccabees 6:26, it says, "For though the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither."
And he let it be known, bro. He say, "Shit, eventually I'm gonna leave this realm. I'm gonna leave from here amongst you. You, it's only so much you can do to me. You can kill this body, all right, that's cool. But guess what? I'm not gonna be here for long. I'd rather let you do it than me face Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man."
Yeah, ultimately, he was letting them know that shit, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was in control, because he said, "Should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither allow nor dead," showing forth that, hey, I'm in the Lord's hands.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why scripture tell you, Romans 8:33, whom shall charge mine elect? If anything come before you, it's because the Lord put that before you. Like the brother brought out earlier, the Lord not gonna put you in a situation he know you can't handle. He was put in that situation because the Lord knew that he was gonna come forth this gold, like Job said, man. He knew that he wasn't going to defraud the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Himself. Let me see, 27. It says, "Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will shew myself such as one as mine age required, and leave a notable example."
Oh, you see, he said, "I'm going to do what?
Leave a notable example."
No,
he says, "I will shew myself such as one as mine age
of mine age required," man. You see, because what it tell you that he grew and he was of age, man. He was old, man. You see, I'm going to act my age, man.
And
you see,
when you become grown, you have to take on grown man responsibilities.
And not only that, by him being old, he let it be known that, man, I done been around, man. I done traveled. I got experience. I done learned a lot. I got wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, what's up? You got it out.
It says, "And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and
notable." Notable. Leave a notable what?
A notable example.
Example. He's letting it be known, man. I'm going to lay this example out, man. For when this devil come before you, that's that Proverbs 23. If you be once given too much appetite, consider what is laid before you when you sit at the table with a ruler. He considered what was laid before him. Shit, you can just eat chicken and make it look like he was going on. Man, hell no, man. He said, you know what? I'm going to leave a notable example to the youth, man. To those that are upcoming, because he understood that the Lord dealeth with the youth, man. You got it.
I'm gonna start over.
Because the youth is important.
Okay.
Esau know that. Why you think they're putting this LGBT shit in Disney Channel shows, man?
They putting that shit. It's a required class. I think they made it a required
in
class.
Elementary.
I believe so, or high school.
Or high school, you see, and they understand that the future it is from the youth, man.
God.
So he understood that, man. If I do this, this legacy is going to lead on, and the youth that are upcoming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, they're going to read this and understand and know this is the way to walk in the righteous manner, man.
It says, leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws.
To die willingly for Yahweh Shem Shai. Give your life over for the Lord, man. You see, and to willingly and what?
It says willingly,
honorable,
and courageously.
And courageous, having courage, man.
It says for the honorable and holy laws. That's him standing on that principle, man.
Yeah, he let it be known, man. Lose your life. The Lord said it. Lose your life if you got to. Be thou faithful for. He said, "Be thou faithful for the truth unto death," man. You got it.
It says, and when he had said these words, immediately he went to torment.
Immediately they start, getting on him, man. As soon as he said those words, they're like, "Oh, you think it's a motherfucking game?" Well, let's get it. Let's put our hands on him, man, and let's see if he gonna bend.
God, and ultimately, that's slippery slope. If they would have let him slide with that, then shit, everybody else would have been like, "Oh shit, we can slide with that too."
Yeah.
So Esau.
And then this is the thing. Esau would have had everybody else eating the swine.
God.
You see how that shit go? It's music, like you said, the music industry. You ain't even gotta be on that type of shit. Just act like you on that type of shit and have the youth on that type of shit. So he faking the funk. You got a lot of niggas out here that's faking the funk, man.
Okay.
You got it out.
It said, continuing on, 29, it says, they that let him change him to goodwill, they bear him a little before into hatred, because they foresaid speeches proceeded as they thought from a desperate mind.
They thought he was desperate, man.
Yeah,
Listen to what he was saying. Right.
30, it says, but when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Most High that hath the holy knowledge that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things because I fear him.
You fear the Lord.
So that's him withstanding that pain and doing whatever it took to please Yahweh Shem Shai.
Say the Lord see me. The Lord see this, man. That I'm willing to suffer these things, man. For Yahweh Shem Shai's sake. The Lord told us for his name's sake, we going to go through these things, man. You got some on it?
One more. 31, it says, and thus this man died, leaving his death for an example for a notable courage and a memorial of virtue, not only
virtue is power, man. Virtue is a power, man. He left that. He died, man. Go ahead.
It says, therefore, an example of a noble courage and a memorial virtue.
Memorial means something is memorial is remembered, man. It's remembered, man. Go ahead.
It says, and also it's not to be tampered with, It says, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
Yep. And that's the matter of fact, get us Sirach 2 and 10. All right. So when this devil come before us, having that great wrath and trying to get Jake to go off, man, we're gonna have that fear and trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, man, even unto the death. Lord, wouldn't that we build that number?
Okay.
And we pray that the Lord keep this mindset within us, man. All right. You found it? Okay. 2 and 10, you got it.
This is Sirach chapter 2. I'm going to read it. It says, ye that fear the Most High hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. It says, look at the generations of old.
Look at the generations of old, man. We just read about a generation of old, man. Go ahead.
It says, and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded?
Did any trust in the Lord and was confounded? No, man. That was an honorable death, man. Go ahead.
It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
And he wasn't forsaken, because the only way you're going to go through that is if you're increased, man. The Lord he increased him in his last end, man. And he understood and knew that the Lord increased him, man, in the spirit, man, to where he can withstand that, man.
It says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Who did he ever despise? None. You got it.
For the Most High is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgive his sins.
Pitiful means loving, because he loves us to death, man. Go ahead.
And forgive his sins and save it in the time of affliction.
And he saved it in the time of affliction, man. So what? The men of Yahweh Shem Shai, they're going to look to Yahweh Shem Shai in these times, man. All right, in these times to come, man. All right. It's going to be impossible to live without the shit, but we know that everything that is impossible among man is possible with Yahweh Shem Shai, man. If you have a precept, you got
This is Job 4, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, "Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands." Man,
Yeah.
you know. So in that time, shit, he was considered to be weak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in that Lord's state, verse 4 it says, "Thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees." Man.
Thy words upholded him, man. The words that you gave, this was our strength, man. Like we ran into sanity, stability, wisdom. We did what? It strengthened your bones and make it you fat, man, through the spirit, man. All right. So what? This devil's gonna come down. You know, these things it's gonna seem as if it's impossible. But what? Just trust and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Lord willing that this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Natham Mashnaka Bala Askom Shasharala, and Washalawam, Pablo Bakio Shasharala. Until next time, Shalom. Shalom.